Today we're going to do a tail chop on a Ducati 620, and it's going to be a good time. To begin, you have to remove your seat, and I'm using a monster tail chop short bracket and the integrated light clear with the turn signals and everything installed, and it comes with a harness so it blinks properly and all that good stuff. Anyway, to begin, we first remove the seat. There we go. Take the seat off, and over here what we do is there's 4 bolts underneath the tail, these guys right here. So first thing you do is you remove them, and it's size 10 socket, so just remove these guys. I actually cheated and loosened up a little bit before starting the video, because you're not normally going to take them off by hand, but you know, I'm trying to save time here. And I'm using this. I'm filming this using the chest strap on my GoPro, so it's probably not the best angles, but you know, what are you gonna do? So I've had this motorcycle for about 2 weeks, maybe 3, and it's been a freaking blast. Tell you what, I've put on about 600 miles on it in the last 2 weeks, and I'm gonna put on about 1,000 more in the next 2 weeks, or even a week. So that's part of it. So that's part of the tail that comes off. Beautiful. So save all the little bolts. I don't know why, but you might need them later. So what you do now is you disconnect the lights. These little clips here, just remove them, and don't worry about remembering the placement, just because there's a diagram that shows all of it. But first you can remove the tail light, and back here is your little light to connect your tail. So what we're gonna have to do is we'll first remove the tail light harness, and then we disconnect. We peel back the black thingies here, and we disconnect the turn signals, because these cables, we're not going to reuse the turn signals, but we are going to reuse the connectors. So we just push these back, disconnect them. Like that. There we go. The lead is disconnected. Now we just need to disconnect. You just gently pull on the license plate light to disconnect it, and loosen the harness. Now we lost the whole tail, the whole assembly. And at a later time, I'm probably going to disconnect this and keep it as a spare or sell it. I thought about originally fashioning a different kind of tail out of this, like a fender of sorts. But you know what? Then I decided to just chop the fucking thing. I mean, freaking thing. Apologies. So here's the tail. I'm really not super happy about chopping this puppy off, but at the very same time, it's a necessary evil. So after that, you have to loosen these two bolts here to get the harness through. And it's also, it's actually not a 10. How about that? That's probably an 11. So, put an 11 on. Yep. These are tight. But I'm stronger. I'm by far stronger. So loosen up these, and you will actually need these. Well, actually, no, you don't. But I mean, I save everything anyway. But they actually come with, the kit actually comes with bolts. So I'm about to strip this fucking thing. Damn. Wow. Uh-oh. That's not good. So we're gonna have to do get a little creative here. Go like this. Go like that. Like this. There we go. Yep. It gets removed from the bottom. This video is going to be probably pretty fucking bad. But, you know, as far as how-to videos go, it's going to be alright. It's interesting because this guy doesn't want to come out. Oh. Because it's not a guy. It's a thing that's built in. How about that shit? Alright. So now, the fender, the mud guard, is loose. So you can just pull all this stuff through. All the harnesses. And hang them to the side. Because you don't want to damage them when you're cutting the frame. So, I bring a little plastic bag with me just to cover the disc brake and the shock and all that, because nobody needs metal shavings everywhere. What we do next is we take our little saw. I mean, I was just gonna cut it, but in the interest of science, let's just do it with measuring. So it has to be from the lock back. So 6.5, so 6.25. Mark it, and then 6.25. Mark it again. Double check. Yep, 6.25. 6.25. Let's just take a look. Looks pretty straight, and it clears. See, the whole idea is that it clears the lock right here. Boom. All right, so I'm just as worried as you guys, because this is my first little tail chop business. So let's do it straight and simple. So after some 3 minutes of sweating, one side is cut. Now it's time to do the other side. Let's do it. Finish cutting the tail. And it's done. The tail is off. And my shirt is dirty, so I was just leaning on somebody's bike. Alright. So now we're gonna clean up these edges. There's actually really cute little tabs, little caps for this. They came with a kit, so it's gonna be all right. It's like 90 degrees outside right now, and I'm sweating, dripping everywhere, but it's worth it. So these are clean, and see all these shavings? They're not on the bike. I'm gonna put them over here for now. Okay. So there it is. It's a good picture, just because it's nutty. Chop the tail. So now it's actually quite easy. You attach the bracket, you attach the light. So the light goes on here. Does it? Oh, I got it. Goes like this. So, like that. Here's your little instructions. So we remove the plastic, but not all the way, but enough so we can attach the fucker. We're gonna attach this bracket first, and then we're going to attach the light. So I attach the bracket. It's going to go right here. The kit comes with these little bolts here, and I brought some Loctite just to seal the deal. So bolts. So these go through up here, I mean. See, put them through right here. This one doesn't stay, so we're gonna need a little bolt action. And here, I'm gonna screw this guy all the way in. Same with here. Screw this guy bracket on. Oops. Like that. And the second bolt goes on like that. Ooh, I was gonna put a little Loctite on there until we didn't. So take it off. Too much. Well, I gotta admit, this Loctite is a bit old. It's from 5-6 years ago. So I'm not even sure if it works. But why the hell not? So then after this, you take the 10, flip it over, and you gotta center this thing. You gotta center this puppy here. Make sure it's in the center. Left to right here. We don't want our license plate to be off. Like that, right? Over here? No, more over here. Like that. That's it. The side here and the side here equal. So we're gonna tighten these up. Oops, a little too much there because it is plastic. We don't want to completely wreck that shit. Like that. Yeah, that's good. And from here, just tighten it down. Nice and snug. Huh? Same. Shit. That's nice. Once in a while we'll all check this. Alright, now for the harness. I'm going to attach the light first. Then so we use the old bolts for the light. Don't remember which one they were. Pretty sure it's these. Yep. Yeah, 2 washers. Yeah, liberal application of Loctite there. I'm really sorry for making a fucking mess. I'm gonna have to come back and clean that up because I can't believe I didn't bring any paper towels or anything to clean anything with. I guess I can use my shorts, but let's not. So ooh, we didn't even center it. I just kind of tightened it, and it's a little bit off center. So make sure you lay it centered. I look for that corner over here and that corner over there. I kind of line them up. Make sure it's centered. Nice. The reason why I'm keeping the plastic on right now is because I don't have any paper towels or anything to clean with right now. I don't want to put fucking fingerprints everywhere. This is going to be an interesting video, I tell you. If it actually makes it to the internet, it's going to be something else. So there it is. Now comes the fun part. The part where we're going to look at instructions and figure out how to install shit. I mean, obviously, there's this little part here. These little guys go in there. These little caps. See, you push it right in. Beautiful. So, next, we take our little instructions. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what to do here. Alright. So, per instructions, we got to connect this to this. Alright. So here, we connected the sub harness to the light where it's supposed to be. And over here is for the tail light. So red goes to red. Yellow no, I did it wrong. So yellow goes to red. So black goes to black. Let's figure that out first. Alright. The white goes to gray red. Like that. And the yellow goes to red. After a little bit of reading, we figured all this out. Okay, now remaining ones, here's how it's going to work. We have black, green, white, and black. That goes to yellow. That goes to yellow. And this. So, black, green, white goes to yellow. Connect it and then slide the sleeve over it. And then black goes to black. Easy. Little plastic sleeve doesn't want to slide off over here. Yeah, push it in there. It doesn't want to slide off. That's the issue here. Okay. So now on this side, same thing. Light goes to black. And white, black goes to yellow. Basically connect them like the diagram says, the instructions that come with your thingy here. Piece off, and then cover. The contact here, because we don't need anything to touch. Just like that. Next, so we do another piece. Hopefully everybody can see, and if they can't, then that's tough. That's just tough stuff. So after this, after we harness everything, we're also gonna tidy everything together, so under the seat it doesn't look like such a mess. I keep waiting for somebody to come around and see me talking to myself, because I'm using this little GoPro chest strap, which makes me look nuts. Anyway, the best part is that, you know, I just threw this thing on and put this all together. So this means that if you want to do it, you can do it. If I can do it. Very easy. Okay, so now let's figure out what's going on here. So we have these lights here. Basically gonna cut a bunch of strips of electrical tape and tighten things together. Like, for example, these here. No reason for them to be flying around. So we're just gonna connect them together. This stuff over here, where the harness that makes sure that this thing that makes sure that nothing shorts, or I mean, the harness basically makes sure that the blinkers blink properly, you know, because otherwise they're gonna think that the light is dead, the light bulb is dead, because it's gonna blink like crazy really fast. So anyway, sorry I'm being spacey here, because I'm outside in the driveway and there's all these people walking by and staring at me, rightfully so. Oh, it stared at me as well. Okay, so this, we're just gonna tighten up like so. The idea is that everything is tidy and nice. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna grab a couple more slices of electrical tape and tidy everything up. That. Alright. This will just have to sit like this. And we need more electrical tape. It's going to be a mundane video, and quite possibly I'm going to cut through a lot of it. Maybe not. So we're going to do this. Basically, whoever is going to get this bike after me is going to take it to a shop. And those people are going to be like, whoever did your tail chop and lights is a fucking idiot. And he's going to be like, no offense, but you're talking about the doodle. and he's the motherfucking man. He's the one who inspired me to even customize motorcycles. So there it is. So this is, I think, the last piece of electrical tape we're going to put on here. Now everything is going to be tight. Now we take a zip tie, and I kind of want to zip tie this down here. So I'm going to run the zip tie through here, and just sort of zip tie it, like that. And then the other zip tie is going to go over here. And you're going to zip tie that on each side of it. Alright. Then chop. Yep. Let's put the seat back on. This is the complete tail chop. We're gonna test it out. And on the bike, the light just burns. Now we're gonna do a foot brake. Now we're gonna do hand brake. Beautiful. What's that? Integrated light.